Alright, so here we have Bitcoin on Bybit on the 1 hour. As you see, we did find some sort of a short-term bottom at the bottom of our purple range, previous range from before. We obviously broke down out of that, had that bear trap, came back up, had a bull trap. You know what I mean? We've been playing with these ranges for, since late August. So, yeah, I mean, still respecting the range, but I do think we will be breaking out, actually down out of the range here pretty soon. Right now, your RSI is getting rejected from the bullish control zone, coming back down to your signal line right now. We're gonna find out whether it can cross it and resume down, and a lot's gonna depend on the basically where we're at right now. If we break these moving averages at about 19,900, I would expect us to come back down to the bottom of this range at 19.5. Now 19.5 is going to be a critical level, because if we break that, next stop is 18K pretty quickly too. So your MACD right now, you are above the zero line, but barely. I mean, your momentum is very dry right now. There's really not a lot of momentum. I mean, you're pretty much in the neutral zone on the RSI. MACD's barely moving, but your BBWP did print a low read, crossing its moving average. So the move has started. I mean, we were kind of just going sideways here for a little bit up to the right, but our momentum or volatility was still going down. By the way, BBWP measures volatility. MACD and RSI measure bullish and bearish momentum. So yeah, your BBWP did cross, so the volatility is about to happen. Basically, if you break this last high and the POC point of control on the VPVR here to your right, which measures horizontal volume in a certain price point, if you can break that, I think we come up to the 2,500 region, basically the top of this range. And if we can break that, next stop is the 200 at about 2,800, 20,800. Now, I don't think we get above there. If we do miraculously get up that way, I think we get rejected. But honestly, the probabilities are more towards the downside right now. But it is the weekend, so crazy shit can happen. And I would expect some sort of a bounce at some point. I mean, we're basically doing the bounce now. Could be getting rejected. We are on the 4 hour right now. Could be getting rejected from the 100, front running as we speak. We are climbing our way out of the bearish control zone though on the RSI. Above your signal line, MACD. Fresh cross to the upside, positive momentum is increasing as your BBWP is printing a low read, starting to turn around. So actually, I'm pretty neutral right now. We're gonna watch our levels, because if we can break the 20,250 level, I do think we could possibly come up to that 20,800 level and finish this bounce. But that's the level, So you have your bullish and bearish cases. Nobody knows what the market's exactly going to do, but you can have your levels and then put the probabilities in your favor. All right, so yeah, like your BBWP, as soon as it crosses this moving average, that's when shit's going to really pick up. All right, let's go back down to let's go to the stay on the 4 hour. We'll talk about the bullish and bearish case. All right, so basically, if you break this last 100, basically where we're wicked at right now, on this current candle at 20,250, if you can break that, I mean, I would expect some sort of a rejection at the 20,450 level. But honestly, I think you could possibly get a bull trap up to 20,800 and then get rejected from there. Now, the bearish case is that you break the POC point of control here on the VPVR, basically this last swing low. Like on the 1 hour, this would be your last swing low at 19,800. If you break that, I think you would get a small bounce at the 19,500. Ultimately, I think you would come down 18,700, get another bounce, but ultimately go down to 18K to our next purple zone down here. This would be what I'd be looking at, 18K. Yeah, and that's where I think we're going. Now, like I said, we could get the bounce first, but in the end, I think that's where we're going pretty soon. All right, so let's move on to Ethereum. By the way, sorry for today. I've only slept a few hours, so mine's not completely there. So I'm going to try my best. If you guys like this video so far, like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description below, one being the Discord. A lot of good conversation about crypto trading and investing in there. Definitely join the Discord. We stay ahead of the curve. We talk about these moves before they happen. We figure out this market collectively. So yeah, join the Discord. All right, so here on Ethereum, actually, first of all, I want to go to here. See, we are on top, back to Bitcoin on the 4-hour. We are on top of this bullish order block right now, so that's kind of where we found our bottom and the bottom Bollinger Band. Now your 4-hour stochastic is starting to get into the extended region. So I think we will enter this. This is kind of coinciding with the fact that we will probably have a little bit more of the bounce. It's looking like this bounce does have a little more in it, but we would also need to get into the bullish control zone on the RSI. So you need to break this last high. You need to get into the bullish control zone in order for this bounce to continue. Now, if we break the neutral median line to the downside, okay, on the RSI, if we break that neutral median line, that's going to play into the bearish case. All right, so then your momentum would turn around, become bearish as your volatility is expanding, and then you would probably test the downside. So that's what I'm saying. You have your levels and your bullish and bearish cases. So just stick with your levels and stay nimble. All right, so here on Ethereum, we did break out of the bottom of our purple zone. Once we did, we cracked down pretty hard. All right, being held down by the 21 right now. Well, we were, and then we cracked above it. Now we're being held down by the 50. Your RSI, testing the bottom of the bullish control zone above your signal line. MACD, fresh cross of the 0 line. Positive momentum is increasing as your BBWP is expanding, which means your volatility is high right now. Your BBWP is in the upper zone. So the volatility has begun. The volatility began at this low. That's when your BBWP crossed its moving average down here. So here it comes. Good opportunities. Yeah, the bullish case is that you break 1480 region, no, 1475. If you can break that on a 1-hour closure, I think you would get a small rejection from the 1525 level where your 100 is, but ultimately I think you would come back up to this purple zone, then get rejected. So I mean, it's kind of coinciding with what Bitcoin's trying to do. Both of them are trying to get a bounce. And it looks like we could come up a little higher. Like this percent move would coincide with the kind of move that we were talking about Bitcoin could get. All right, now I don't think that Ethereum gets back above its POC point of control on the VPVR at 1600. I don't think it gets above there. I think that's the best case scenario. I don't even know if it gets up that far. I think we probably get rejected from these last lows on this range where the bottom of this purple zone is. That's if we can't. We have to break this last wick on a 1-hour closure first. All right. So, and then the bearish case is that you break 21. You break 21 on a 1-hour closure, you're probably going to break this last low at 1410, and we're going to 1300. So, pretty quick updates, pretty straight and simple. If you break the last wick, 1475, you go up, break the 21 on a 1-hour closure, 1450, probably going to go down. All right, ebbs and flows along the way, of course, but stick with your levels. All right, so let's move on to Solana. Solana is bouncing in between our purple zones right now. Once again, this percent move would coincide with the other assets getting a bounce. So it wouldn't surprise me if we came up to this purple zone and the 200 at 3450. Right now, we are trying to get above this 100 actually. Your 21, your 50 are below us. 21's trying to cross your 50, which would also go with It's getting a bounce. RSI is trying to work its way up to the bullish control zone. You are above your signal line. MACD, fresh cross to the 0 line. And positive momentum is stable, very low right now. But, we'll find out. BBWP is printing a very, very low read right here. I mean, this move is about to be nice as soon as the BBWP gets in this upper zone. So watch this BBWP. When it gets in the upper zone, that's when the pop is going to happen. All right, and it's probably going to lead us up to here, in my opinion. Or if we break these last lows at 32.55, that's when we probably go down to $25 over time, because I do think we would break. If we do break this 32.55 level, I do think we would definitely break the 31.50. I think that would be the last. I think that would be the last test. If we break that level, we go to $25. So yeah, I mean that's basically it. I mean, short update. Like I said, I apologize. I'm a little cloudy today. Only slept a couple hours, but tomorrow I'll be back at it. Full strength. So yeah. Once again, if you guys like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description below. Join the Discord. Everyone have a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, and I will see you tomorrow.